Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. Well, as we head into the holidays, we thought it might be nice to showcase some great gift ideas. And to start, how about some new skin? Well, whether you're looking to reverse your age or get flawless skin, then you might know about world-renowned Dr. Obagi. His name is synonymous with skin rejuvenation, and our very own Georgette Copes talks with the legendary doctor about the true secrets of flawless skin.
I'm Georgette Copes here at the Obagi Skin Health Institute in Beverly Hills with a world-famous dermatologist. Some tips to invigorate your skin and maintain that healthy glow. He is the face of healthy skin and for years has made his mark in the world of dermatology.
I'm a visual guy. I have creative ability to orient the treatment right and left. And dermatology is the only field that gives me that chance.
What inspired Dr. Zain Obagi to create Zeo Skin Health is truly remarkable. He is recognized internationally as an innovator and educator.
35 years ago, I created the concept of healthy skin, and we were focusing at that time in dealing with physicians. 30 years later, we found out that we should reach out to the public. We should go and provide women with a skin care that's really meaningful, enable them to maintain the skin in good shape and younger looking.
Here at the Obagi Skin Health Institute in Beverly Hills, Dr. Obagi is passionate about helping patients look and feel their best.
Everybody can enjoy healthy skin. It's a simple thing to do, just like being physical, to keep your body in good shape, eating healthy diets, and to stay strong and vigorous. Skin health is needed by everyone.
There is a distinct difference between Zeo Skin Health and Zeo Medical.
Zeo Medical have medical grade ingredients and agents that are used to treat a disease, while Zeo Skin Health addresses needs of the skin to keep skin free of disease and looking young.
Dr. Monica Karapolsky is a board-certified dermatologist, and she also stands by Dr. Obagi's convictions. It really is possible to maintain youthful looks.
It is. There are lots of things we can do on a daily basis to keep our skin looking young and moist, dewy.
And there are steps women in their 20s should be taking to ensure healthy skin.
Sun protection is key, so if you're only going to use one thing every day, make sure it's a sunblock. But if you're in your 20s and you can add something else, like a topical retinoid, a vitamin A derivative, even better.
We also learn what women in their 30s and 40s can do to stay on that healthy track.
30s and 40s are the time when not only do you have to have a good skincare regimen at home, but you can also start doing Botox and fillers. So with Botox, we want to soften the muscle movement so that we don't get wrinkles when we're not making facial expressions. After the age of 30, we lose bone, muscle, fat, and we have fillers for that. We can take fat from one part of your body and transfer it to another. The key is to keep somebody looking young and not like they've had something done.
As Dr. Obagi explains, there are ways to purchase his key products, so the road to healthy skin will always be accessible.
Zeo Skin Health and Zeo Medical will be available in many of the dermatologist offices. You have to go to a doctor for Zeo Medical. However, now we are creating Zeo Skin Health Center across the country, hopefully. Every center will provide Zeo Skin Health for anyone who desires to have healthy skin. At the same time, you can go to Zeo Skin Health Inc. or my company and look for the non-medical product. You can order that through the internet.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Georgette Copes for California Life.
I'm here at the brewery in downtown Los Angeles. What was once the site of a Pabst Blue Ribbon brewery is now home to one of the world's largest artist colonies and the headquarters for Level Naturals.
Level Naturals is an all-natural bath and body care company. Everything's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's handmade here in downtown Los Angeles.
Best friends and former chefs Sabrina Robertson and Jonathan Dubuque came up with the idea for Level Naturals on a stormy, wine-filled night in Hawaii, where Jonathan was working as a pineapple farmer.
We got back to the farm and sat out the storm on the porch in a hammock and decided to figure out how we would work with one another. And about bottle 3 or 4, we decided that we could make soap.
But creating all of their signature smells and formulas didn't happen overnight.
It took us about a year of learning how to make everything.
A year marked by a lot of trials and errors.
We made some truly horrific combinations of smells.
And because they only test their products on themselves.
We also found that there are certain seeds are not good for soap because they're like sharp glass when you go to wash yourself.
Finally, we created 15 scents is what we make now, and they're all amazing.
Scents like patchouli and orange peel, eucalyptus lime, white lavender, and frankincense and myrrh. Each bar of soap takes 4 weeks to make.
The bath bombs, everyone is hand pressed, hand mixed. The candles are hand poured, and everything from start to finish is handmade.
I am here now in the Level kitchen, as it were, and this is Beth, and Beth is making shower bombs, right?
Yeah, we're making shower bombs.
So what is the process? Walk me through it. And is this something I could even do?
Yeah, of course. It's really easy. All you need is an ice cube tray and some powder.
Shower bombs are awesome. We go through about 100 boxes a day of those.
Just going like that.
We wanted a product that with aromatherapy could not only help us with our breathing, but when we're running around, it could cool off our feet and detox.
So you get some muscle into it.
So you drop this tablet in the bottom of the shower away from the drain, and when the hot water hits it, it steams up the entire shower with eucalyptus, menthol, and rosemary. Opens up your sinuses, clears out your airways, and the tea tree detoxes your feet.
Those actually look really good.
Did you hear that? They look really good. All right.
But the really cool thing about a handmade product is how unique each one comes out as. And much like a fingerprint, each one of our bars of soap is different and unique and special because of that.
And the perfect gift for that unique special person in your life.
For the holidays, giving somebody a charcoal bar of soap in their stocking is always fun. We do every year a promotion with Guilt, and then on our website we have our gift sets.
Level Naturals can also be found in hundreds of locations and counting throughout North America and overseas.
We actually, while you were here, got our first order from Whole Foods.
It's very exciting.
It's really exciting.
We love what we do. So, we feel very lucky to be able to say that about what we do.
I get to work with my best friend every day. Which is the whole point of this. Before we started growing, all we wanted to do was have something that we could do together and get coffee every morning.
Bringing you the best of California from the brewery in Los Angeles, I'm Audra Stafford for California Live.
And coming up next, if you've been curious what social media can do to help your business, we've got answers from expert Jacques Lubin. Well, by now, we've all heard of Facebook and Twitter, as well as the many other social media platforms that have taken over the typical tabletop. So tell me, has your small business jumped on board yet? Well, CEO of Inkplan.net is joining us in studio to explain why social media could be the boost your business needs. Jacques Lubin of Inkplan.net, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me.
Always a pleasure to have you here, and this is something everybody likes to talk about. Truly, how important is your social media platform and Facebook for your business?
Well, to the extent that it's a new phenomenon, a lot of people don't even understand what it is, because they understand a personal Facebook, but they don't understand that a business Facebook can expose your products and services to consumers and customers in an entirely different way. Instead of dictating to your customers the way you do in advertising, you're creating a community of people who are interested in your product area and introducing yourself to them and introducing them to each other. So that basically you have a dialogue going between you and your company and all the various people on Facebook who'd like to know what each other's thinking.
So we all know it's important to have the platform, but how do you build your community?
By virtue of being in business, you know a lot about the people who enjoy doing business with you. So for example, if you had an Italian restaurant, you know that those people enjoy talking about the various types of Italian dishes that are available. A lot of them have traveled to Italy. They know a lot about various parts of Italy and about the heritage and the culture. So what you would do is find some themes that are in line with what they're interested in, and you kind of start the dialogue by maybe asking some questions like, what's your favorite town in Italy? Or what's the best Italian meal you ever had? And what you really are is sort of like the MC of the discussion. Like you might have a Q&A where you actually ask the first 3 or 4 questions yourself, and then all of a sudden people are commenting, they have a difference of opinion, and before you know it, you have a dialogue going. What you're not doing is saying, I have a great Italian restaurant, come in on Thursday. People know that. They just want to feel that you're a center of influence and a center of knowledge for people who want to eat Italian food.
So now that you have Facebook and you have a presence on Facebook, how is that going to help your business?
Specifically, most small companies or medium or large companies already have websites. And the Facebook is a very low-key, friendly way to get people to your website. It's a credibility builder. You've got a brand. So in my case, if I help people start companies, they go, oh, I'm looking at Facebook. These people know what they're doing. Let me go to the website because maybe I want to buy something that they're offering because they've already established in my mind that they understand me and my needs. And then the website becomes the real agent of selling.
Now, inkplan.net is a full-service business. You're helping people. There's a lot of people this time of year. They want to start something new. Tell me a little bit about what you can provide to somebody that says, you know what, I've always wanted to start a coin collecting business.
Well, we take the same approach we do with Facebook. We try to understand what the consumer wants. So what we do is we offer a 30-minute consultation because no two businesses are alike. If you start a TV show, you're going to have a whole set of questions that are very different from someone who wants to start a car dealership or buy some income property. So we offer the 30-minute consultation and we say, okay, we're going to listen to you, we're going to ask you the right questions, and then we'll figure out where you should incorporate your business. Do you need a mail forwarding account? Do you need a bank account? What are all the components of success for your particular company? And that 30 minutes will give us a chance to understand you better. And that's why we do well on Facebook, because we don't talk down to people.
Always good advice, Jack. Thank you so much for coming on our show. And anybody that has any information, they can always go to inkplan.net, and we can't wait to see you the next time.
Thanks again.
Kathy Rigby has been playing Peter Pan on and off for more than 2 decades, and this latest tour has her flying across California and the rest of the country.
When you do something enough, you either get bored with it or you continue to find new things that inspire you to make it different or better or find more interesting things about the character.
For Olympic gymnast Kathy Rigby, when it comes to playing Peter Pan, it's the latter.
You know, in my 20s and 30s, I would go through trying to be perfect with it and try and do everything exactly right. And I find that the more I relax on those things, I know the character, he's part of me. The more I let go of preconceived ideas, the more childlike I can become, and it makes it better.
So come with me where dreams are born.
This production of Peter Pan stays true to the original, but there are some new things mixed in.
Think of lovely things.
The sets and the costumes, they're all brand new, some new fighting, probably a little more daring flights in there with double wires, double harnesses, so that's exciting.
You still get that same rush from doing the flying that maybe you did all those years ago?
Oh yeah, I think I appreciate even more now.
But what Rigby appreciates most about Peter Pan is the story.
When you take people on an adventure where you see a child who can't grow up and a child who wants to experience the adventures that Wendy experiences with Peter, and she chooses to get on with her life and to grow up, you see the benefits and the problems with both sides, and I just love the message.
Bringing you the best of entertainment, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
There is no doubt type 2 diabetes has reached epidemic levels. With November being World Diabetes Month, it's astonishing to realize that over 2 million people suffer from type 2 diabetes in California alone. That number rises to more than 30 million in the United States and a whopping 450 million worldwide.
The researchers are saying that if this trend continues, by the year 2040, 1.8 billion people will be diabetic worldwide.
Ernest Quansaw, who's now a lifestyle strategist specializing in pre-diabetes and a type 2 diabetes cure, was diagnosed with severe type 2 diabetes in 2009 and began to look for answers.
In my case, when I was diagnosed, I went back to my doctor and I asked him, Dr. Robinson, can type 2 diabetes be cured? He said to me, yes, it can be, using several approaches all working together.
So Ernest began researching remedies with the help of both Western and Eastern doctors and found a formula that cured him. During the September 2018 International Diabetes and Degenerative Disease Conference, Ernest Quansah was invited to present how type 2 diabetes is cured. Today, Ernest lives without type 2 diabetes and is sharing his story.
My own story was even featured by WebMD in their magazine WebMD Diabetes, as well as on their website. That in itself is a powerful testimonial and a confirmation that type 2 diabetes can be reversed and cured.
10% of diabetes cases are actually type 1 diabetes, where the pancreas no longer secretes insulin. This means the patient is reliant on insulin shots or patches.
The remaining 90% of all cases of diabetes is the type 2. In this case, the pancreas still secretes insulin. However, the insulin is not enough to transport the excess sugar buildup in the person's body to the muscles to be used as fuel that fuels our body. At that stage, the person becomes insulin resistant.
And Ernest found in his research with contributing doctors that prediabetes and type 2 diabetes are easier to reverse when they're being managed. Quansah says reversing type 2 diabetes is best achieved using several approaches together.
This includes diet, exercise, and supplement, followed or used in a certain sequence in order for it to have effect.
And that plan is what cured Ernest of his type 2 diabetes.
I remember the day that my doctor said to me, "Ernest, you are no longer diabetic." I was so happy, and ever since I tell the story to everybody, and then they say, how? This is the reason why I really wanted to share with people that, look, don't just manage diabetes because it's going to progress. It can be reversed. Here is the evidence.
He is the founder of the Center for Diabetes and Obesity Wellness, a website that offers solutions for weight gain, pre-diabetic, as well as type 2 diabetics. He is frequently invited to publish his research findings in the Journal of Diabetes Research, and his journey to a diabetes-free life inspired Ernest to write his book, Diabetic's Journey.
The purpose of my book, Diabetic's Journey, is to make available to the reader my own experience with type 2 diabetes and the research work that went into it, and also to present them with the evidence that type 2 diabetes can be reversed and cured.
In his book, Quansah talks about a diabetes cure, which prompts the question, can prediabetes and type 2 diabetes be reversed?
There is absolutely no evidence or scientific research that has found that type 2 diabetes cannot be reversed.
The program that cured Quansah's diabetes is now available to the public. You can learn more about the diabetes program at two websites, diabetesselfcure.com and justfordiabetics.com. Ernest's book is available at diabeticsjourney.com.
So I'm excited to share all this information with the public and invite people to try the book and the Diabetes Cure program for themselves.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
Americans struggle to sleep. Why? Number 5, watching TV before bed. The blue light disrupts your circadian rhythms, so stop at least an hour beforehand. Number 4, life stress.
There are some scientifically proven steps that can help. Get outdoors more, exercise more.
Number 3, aches and pains. Many of the medicines that help pain harm sleep. The number 2 reason is an uncomfortable mattress.
Experts suggest you replace your mattress every 8 to 10 years. And when you do, look for the nonprofit CertiPure US certification, which means the foam in that mattress was made without chemicals of concern.
The number 1 reason people have trouble sleeping? They get too hot or too cold. Invest in an electric blanket or a fan with a remote so you can control it from bed.
And that's it for our show this week. You can always visit our website, californialifehd.com, to catch any part of the show that you might have missed. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.